Sculpting and painting on a 3D model feels natural and intuitive, but sometimes it's actually more helpful to work on a flat surface, especially if you need to create details that follows neatly around a model. Doing that means in 3D on a 3D object is like you want to make a stroke over here, then you have to move around, make some strokes here, move and create some stroke. And if you want to make some strokes inside here, so you have to hide temporarily some objects and then do the stroke. So it's quite frustrating. So in this video, I'll show you how to use a feature to get this done more easily. So I have this model which already I have applied the UV map on it. Now suppose if I want to paint on this model with this color, if I will choose any color over here, suppose this color is selected, and if I will try to paint here, and all the way I have to keep on moving around, which is quite frustrating. And you can see, I have to move the camera and then I have to move all the way here, and sometimes it's not straight, it's not giving me the right thing. And what if I want to paint in this area? So what I have to do is that I have to press Ctrl Shift Alt to hide that part temporarily here, and then I might get some detail here, so I have to paint on this one. So I'm not getting something like a flat surface or any surface that will make my painting easier. On 3D it's becoming very frustrating if I want to do this. Now here I will undo everything just to go back to where I was before, and I will show you now how you can do the painting here quite easily. So let me go and reset this so I can be on the regular surface here. Now, one thing I usually do when I use this method, and that method I use is from the UV map. So first thing, you have to make sure you already have applied the UV map on it through your UV master plugin that we have studied in the last lesson. Now, I will press morph UV over here, and if I will do that, it will flatten that UV for me. That means I have a flat surface and I can paint easily. But before doing that, the material that I want to paint over here, or anything that I want to paint with, suppose I want to apply a standard brush here, and standard brush with the alpha I want to paint here. Maybe I will choose this alpha here, and maybe I will choose this texture here, and I will turn on my mRGB as well over here so that it will paint with the mRGB. Okay, and if I will start painting, you can see it will start painting just like this. And other thing I can do here is that I can go to my stroke, I can go to my modifier here. Just let me see where it is, my modifiers, and I will turn on my roll, and let me make my size of the brush a little bigger. So if I do that, you can see that it is painting with alpha and everything is working fine over here, but the issue is the same. Okay, so even if I want a more bigger brush, I can do that here. Now what I will do here is that before painting, I will just make a small mark over here, okay, so that I know from where I want to start. So I will just reduce the size over here just to create a small mark, just like this. Now I have this mark, so I know from where I want to start. Later on you can repaint with a white color over here, so it will be removed. And now I will press on my morph UV. So as soon as I will press on the morph UV, the first thing I will search here is for that mark, so I know where it is and where I have to start my painting. So here you can see the mark is here. Let me zoom in. Now here is the mark. So that means I have to start my painting from this side, and I will zoom out. Now I want to make sure that this is not inside out because the marks are appearing on the both sides. So if I will click do something here and go back, so yes, that is fine. So I will morph it again, undo this so that it will remove that stroke which I created. Now I will change the size of my brush. Okay, and for smooth result I will go to stroke. Roll is already on. I will go to the lazy mouse now, and I can increase the radius of the lazy mouse, suppose maybe 10, so it will create a more smoother result. Now when I will go here and start making this brush here stroke, I think this is quite big, so let me reduce this, and now I will start. So I will go all the way here, assuming that this will be my curve. Now when I will stop, I will just click on the morph button, and once I will do that, and just notice how it had applied that here very easily without any frustration. And you can also undo that and do some other changes if you want. Suppose I don't want it to apply this kind of a result. If I only want to paint it, so I can do the painting as well. Okay, with the paintbrush I will take, and I will take my any color over here, and I can paint with the alpha if you want to paint with the alpha, so totally it's up to you. So maybe I will paint with this kind of alpha over here, and then if I will start painting, you can see that I'm going in this direction all the way here. And if I will morph it back, and you can see that very quickly, easily it have applied that. No frustration, no finickies, and uh, no notches and patches over here. Everything was very smooth while I was doing. Just I have to go to the morph target, do whatever I want on a flat surface. Easily I can apply whatever I want to do, and you can see that I will get my result as quickly as possible. So this is one of the best ways you can do uh, painting on your models, and you can keep those marks. If you don't know from where to where start, you can put those marks here, and then later on you can remove the marks. So I hope you have liked this part. So with some experimentations, I'm sure I can get some better, more results that look, really nice. But for demonstration purposes, this works just fine. So as you can see, sculpting and painting this way can help a lot of advantages over doing it in a full 3D. So you can do with the you can do sculpting and you can do painting both on the morph. So if you want to do sculpting, you can choose any sculpting brush, okay, like a clay builder brush, and you can do some sculpting over here, okay, just like what I'm doing right now. And once you are done, if you will go back, so you can see there is some sculpt on it. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this course, this lesson a lot, and it might have helped you. And this process of doing the painting and sculpting uh, will surely help you, because it really helped me. I use this a lot of time. So if you have enjoyed my video, please click on the like button, and I will be uploading new lessons, tutorials, live sessions, and full courses along with other useful videos. So don't forget to click on the bell icon so you can get all the notifications. I will be highly appreciate if you will give shout out to my channel on your social media account, which will help me to get more subscriber, and this will motivate me to create more content for you all. So guys, thanks a lot for your support, and please continue supporting me and take care of yourself till we meet for the next lesson.